Tumani get us manifesting more. Hello everyone, welcome to The Graduate. My name is Khobalang Puluane. This is the platform that helps us secure the bag and bag those qualifications. Thank you guys so much for the subscriptions already. If you have not subscribed, please do so and like this video and share this video so that it reaches the right people, because in these videos we're going to be talking about funding in university or colleges. We're going to be looking at your options as well as a few things to consider before applying to different types of funding options. Okay, let's get started. Funding is a very inevitable part of your studies. The moment you pick up an application form, you're setting yourself up to be in need of funding, right? There's even costs that occur on your way to getting proper funding, such as open day. There's costs involved in orientation week, as well as the application fees and your registration money. There are universities that offer applications at no cost. I know if you're at the University of Johannesburg, application costs are free if you are applying online, and at the University of Pretoria I think you have to apply some sort of proven financial need, such as like an affidavit or something like that. Our registration money differs, and application money actually differs from university to university and from college to college, depending on whether you're a South African citizen or not. Let's get into your options. The first thing that you should opt for is a bursary because of the manner of its compensation. Now, bursaries hardly require you that you pay them back in hard cash unless maybe there's a breach in the contract, but they would require that you work for them for the amount of years that they funded you or work in the related field. So bursaries differ in terms and conditions. There's bursaries that would ask you to renew your contract every year depending on your previous year's marks. There's bursaries that would fund you for the whole 4 years and offer you an extension if it's required. The conditions for bursaries differ as well. I know there's bursaries that would also require you to do some vacation work, or what is known in some institutions as experiential learning, and that is on-site work that is required by your universities to complete your qualification. Also check the limits of your bursaries. There are bursaries that would not go above a certain amount, but all of this would be stipulated in the bursary advertisement and further in your contract should you get the funding. Bursary opportunities are available all year round. It is advisable to subscribe to a bursary portal or a bursary website. I personally used Bursaries South Africa, which is zabursaries.co.za, and I found it very convenient because it filtered bursaries according to their faculty. There was also another section that filtered it according to their closing dates. So whenever I'd go on there, I would just look at what is available in the science faculty. It is also advisable to subscribe to your university's funding page or faculty page, because they're companies that directly approach the university or college to tell them about a bursary opportunities that the institution then advertises on your page, so that the students get access to it. I've left links of different bursary portals and websites below. Even though I have not used some of them, I did check them out and can confirm that they are legit. I think scholarships differ from bursaries in a sense that they're based purely on merit, and I think those are available mostly for postgrad students, such as your PhD and master's candidates that can go as far as taking their students abroad. The second option is a fundraising, or what we call a crowdfunding platform. Now, how these work is that you create a profile on a certain crowdfunding platform that stipulates your financial need, and donors from anywhere can come and donate to your profile to raise funds for your outstanding debt, for your historic debt, or for your current debt, as long as it appears on your fee statement. I've personally used Phoenix. Now, Phoenix is an online fundraising platform for university students to create a safe and secure platform for students to raise fees for their outstanding debt. Anyone can register on Phoenix as long as you're a South African citizen or you're a permanent resident of South Africa. All you need is a certified copy of your ID that is no longer than 6 months. You need a fee statement with the university letterhead that is no longer than 30 days. And then you need a professional looking profile picture. You upload that information on phoenix.org and your profile goes under moderation. I think mine took a couple of days. Once it is successful, then you are live, which means that you can get donors, you can get individuals, organizations, and companies to come and donate onto that profile. And then once you've reached your goal, or once a certain quota has ended, then the money can be transferred into your university account. It is as easy as that. I've always thought to myself, what is the catch with these platforms? It's literally NPO that are dedicated to having students achieve their educational and academic dreams regardless of their financial background. The third option is a financial aid office, or what we call a student funding. Now, how it works is that different organizations from all across the world would come into universities to make donations specifically to students. Now, how the university or college distributes those funds is criteria that is purely based on them. But what you can do is get to your university or college and put on your details as someone that is in need of funding. That is, if you don't have a plan for funding it, put on your details on there, and then the university will contact you should there be any funds available. I suggest that this be the first thing that you do. University funds have helped a lot of people, and you never know when your day just might be. The fourth option is merit awards. Now, merit awards come in the form of money for students that have obtained a certain level of average in their previous years of study. For example, the Vaal University of Technology offers 10,000 rands to students that have obtained an average of 65% and above in the visual arts faculties, I think, and the engineering faculties, as well as 15,000 rands to students that have obtained an average of 75% and above in matric. I don't know if the conditions have changed, that is after COVID, but I have also left a link to that below just to for you to keep up to date and inspire you to work hard, so that you can use some of this money to either register for the following year or, just hotlatsanyana into your... The fifth option is the NSFAS. Now, the National Student Financial Aid Scheme was founded in 1996 by the South African government with the aim to balance out the inequalities in the education system that was caused by the apartheid era. Now, anyone that is a South African citizen qualifies for NSFAS, but there are a few conditions that you have to meet. The first option is the maximum of 600,000 rand salary income per annum per household. The second one is that you have to be obtaining your undergraduate qualification, and it has to be your first. From 2018 onwards, NSFAS has been changed from a loan to a bursary, but there are conditions for it to remain a bursary that is stipulated more into your contract, so just be aware of that. NSFAS has also currently announced in 2021 actually, that they have stopped funding what we call legacy funded courses, and a list of those are in the Gazette, but this includes qualifications in education and in nursing. I know, it sucks. The next option, which should also be the last option, is a student loan. Now, this should be the last option because nobody really wants to go into university and get out with a huge debt over their shoulders, and that's no way for someone to start their life, But we do understand that sometimes your institution should also offer certain types of loans, especially universities. I know Discovery has partnered with the Virtual University to offer loans to medicine students and have them only pay the loan back once they have graduated. Just compare loans from institution to institution to compare the prime rates and see which one works better for you. Let's look into a few things when applying for any of these options stated above. First of all, when you're writing a motivational letter, do not write a blanket letter that would cater to every company. Okay? Let's say, for instance, you're writing to Hopelang Minerals. Ooh, Hopelang Minerals. Tumani get a sort of manifesting more. I know sometimes we don't have the options or the luxury to be thinking about where we're going, we just need funding. But if you have researched about it and you write specifically a letter that caters to that certain company, it really makes a difference. Make it work. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, make it work for you and for them. How will you be an asset to them? How will you best cater your services or what you're learning currently to them? Even in interviews, I know now there's a lot of online interviews. Make sure that you are prepared. Entice them a bit with a little bit of what you know about that company. What is their biggest milestone? Those are the things that you might want to season there and there in your interview to really show interest in what these people do and that how much you'd appreciate their funding. Tip number 2 is to state your details. Okay, do not assume because a bursary is offering funding to certain students that are doing certain year that it automatically knows in the motivational letter that you're about to write. State your details. These people get thousands of emails every day. That is actually the best way to write your introduction, by stating who you are, what you're studying, which institution you're attending, as well as the position or the funding, the type of funding that you are applying for, and then you can go on with the rest of your story. The last thing to take into consideration when you're filling out your application forms is to write in print your letters. Do not write in cursive, guys. People don't read such anymore, you know. That's not how it works post high school. And also write in a black ink. Another thing you'd want to do is to keep your certified documents in a hard drive somewhere, or in a file if they are hard copies. And this will help you from doing the running around that is to the stress. So mara how to apply. Also ask for your university for a certificate of good conduct. Now, facts aside, right? Applying for funding can be very stressful. It can be a hideous task, especially if there's no progress. Just tranquila, Teresita. Affirm yourself. Tell yourself that you are here to finish this qualification and you will get funding. And that brings us to the end of this video. If you have any stories or any advice to give to people that are in need of funding, please write it down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.